Welcome back to Fast Money. AI doing your trading research. Our next guest is the CEO of a company that gathers information from SEC filings, earnings calls, and sell-side research and puts it into one place for investors. For more on how it all works, let's bring in Brightwave CEO and co-founder Mike Conover. Mike, great to have you with us. This sounds too good to be true. Can you walk us through how this works, how a user typically uses the platform, and how you make money from that user?
Sure, absolutely. So Brightwave is an AI research platform that accelerates time to insight for busy finance professionals. The thing that we've identified is that historically you've had the comprehensiveness, the meticulousness, the time intensiveness of reviewing investment decision adjacent materials. There's not been a tool that can help accelerate that process historically, and we've just thrown people at the problem. And so with language models, we see an opportunity for a technology and a system that's able to connect the dots across bodies of content that exceed the limits of human cognition. And so, we've seen brisk demand across financial services, from hedge funds to private credit teams, some of the largest institutional asset managers in the world. And it's sometimes as simple as answering a quick question, but really where we're focusing is on workflows. So whether that's earnings call transcript review, trying to understand subtle changes in management tone and guidance, looking at comparables. If, let's say we want to understand the EV space and how Rivian and Tesla have access to lithium, and what are they talking about and how are they different? Or even private investors who are looking at diligence rooms, going into deals and trying to understand thousands of pages of text as quickly as possible and as accurately as possible. It's just not it's not been possible to have a technology that even takes a meaningful swing at that problem historically, and now we have one.
Just so I can understand the use cases better, if I'm an investor and I'm using your platform and I want to understand how management is talking about and characterizing how inflation is affecting input costs, for instance, can I have it go through SEC filings, earnings transcripts, conference, speeches, et cetera? So you're going across various inputs?
So exactly. So think about what a finance professional would do to answer that question. You would say, well, how are macroeconomic factors impacting this investment decision? What are the different considerations that would be relevant to getting conviction around this? What sources do I need to appraise myself of in order to really understand the problem? And then organizing all of those findings into a narrative that supports a decision. We are able to mimic that workflow using language models. And it doesn't remove the role of human judgment. Finance professionals are always going to have access to information that's not been digitized. It's much more akin to an accountant in the 70s before the advent of computational spreadsheets.
So, Mike, we had the analyst from Cantor Fitzgerald on earlier. I don't know if you saw her or not, but she mentioned that the data that they found has been out since February. So my question to you is, does your company enhance Wall Street analysts, or does it replace them?
I think it's squarely in the enhances bucket. It's just the reality that, as I mentioned, finance professionals, it's a taste making, it's a judgment exercise. It's understanding how our fund strategy connects to the facts that are disclosed in these regulatory filings or in a diligence room. It's what is my PM's view on where this market is going, my call with management, or that conference conversation I had. It is really about automating away the tedium so that finance professionals can focus on the places in their work where they create the most value.
All right. Mike, we're out of time. This is fascinating stuff. Keep us posted. Appreciate your time.